Okay, so this is about Alexander the Great, and I just have a picture down here. Go down. This is a painting of Alexander the Great riding on a horse in one of his famous battles, and that is just a statue of him in a British museum. Okay, about Alexander the Great. So Alexander's father was murdered when he was 23 years old, which kind of left him to inherit the throne. He started taking private lessons with a teacher named Aristotle, who was a philosopher and taught him to inherit kindness and respect for Greek traditions and religion. Alexander the Great was an outstanding military leader. He led his troops in a war with the Persian king in 331 BC, and he won. In 328 BC, Alexander fell ill with an unknown disease. Each of his soldiers said their goodbyes, so they just passed his bed when he was ill before he died and said something to him. He finally passed away in 323 BC. After his death, he was named Alexander the Great for his wonderful accomplishments in Greek history. And then this is a picture of him, like when he's dying, and those are some of his soldiers saying goodbye to him. Okay, Alexandria, the new city. So Alexander the Great passed away at the age 33. Even though everyone was devastated that they had lost him, and that they were happy that they had conquered lands and cities thanks to Alexander. One of his greatest accomplishments was a city he won over called Alexandria in 331 BC. It's located on the western edge of the Nile Delta, and it soon became extremely important to the Hellenistic culture, which is Asian, African, and Greek mixed together. One of the reasons Alexandria is so important, besides its founder, Alexander, is that it's one of the 7 wonders of the pharaohs of Alexandria. In Alexandria, you can find the Great Library, which is one of the largest libraries known to history. The Great Library of Alexandria had about 500,000 papyrus rolls. He became ill, and his troops forced him to turn around after 8 years of fighting, so they fought for like 8 years, and his troops finally got tired and they were sick of war, so they forced him to turn around to go home, and that's when he became ill. Before he died, like I already said before, his troops lined up to say goodbye to him before he died on his deathbed. He died in June 323 BC at the age of 33. He was buried in Egypt, where the troops had stopped when Alexander became ill, so when they left, when he became ill in Egypt. After his death, his troops broke into the place where he was buried and brought him back to Alexandria, which they thought was his rightful home. After he died, there was no one to take his place as king, so unfortunately Alexander had no kids to take his throne, and no one was powerful enough to rule what Alexander had conquered. So it just means that there's so much land that he conquered and so much amazing things that nobody else could kind of replace him. Because of Alexander's death, many people were encouraged to start a new culture called Hellenism. Alexander influenced many new things and conquered many new lands. Because of Alexander, ancient Greece became a better place. And then Hellenism. Hellenism is the Greek, African, and Asian cultures blended into one. It was started because Greek and Macedonian, I don't know how to pronounce that, kings were awed by the new lands they had conquered. Soon all of Alexandria was Hellenistic. Eventually people started speaking the new language coined. Hellenism influenced people to get involved in art, such as sculpture and drawing. Many people studied physics and geometry in Hellenism. There were also many smart scientists. So many of the people who did amazing things, scientists, were Hellenism. And the culture of Hellenism influenced many people to do new things. It also followed through for many years and spread around Europe. So when Rome was created, there were still people who were involved in Hellenism. And that's the symbol of their culture. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.